when you look at this sign, which one of these over here do you classify yourself as? You classify yourself as an American black, so you be from the tribe of Judah, right? That's a royalty name. That's a name that's in the Bible, right? Because they try to they try to hide everything from us. Remember, they the ones that tried to teach us the Bible, but they only taught us slave stuff. They ain't teach us that we was royalty. They didn't teach us that we was God chosen people. They didn't teach us that we was the Israelites. So what are you? Or what? What are you? What race do you come from? So,
American.
You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Say that with me real quick. Israelite tribe. Say it again. So what are you? So you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. So if somebody asks you, what is your race or your nationality? Tell them that you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Hey sis, come here real quick. What's your name? Metris? Okay, sis, Metris, Sister Metris. A guy said that we are a chosen people. You know what chosen mean? Chosen means to be what? Like selected, right? So God said he chose us to be his certain people, his special people, right? Read again for.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So Sister Metris, I want to ask you something. So let's say for instance, right? You know about our history. You know how we went to slavery. So if we are God's chosen people, why did this happen to us? Why did we have to go through slavery?
That was his plan.
Wait, say that again?
That was his plan.
That was his plan? Okay, so one of the things was that God had told us, he said, if we break his commandments, certain things is going to happen to you, right? Because he chose us. He chose us as his children. Like you got kids, Sister Metris? Punishment, right? That same thing with God. God said, I'm going to punish my children because they don't want to listen to me. Same thing how you do to your children, right? God ain't coming down here to physically whoop us, but he deal with us by what? By sending the other nations to us to put us into captivity, to put us through those things because he's punishing us because we wasn't listening to him, we wasn't following his commandments. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
The word hearken means to listen. So he said, if you don't listen to what God says, read.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So sis, can you tell me a commandment that God told us to do?
Thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not kill. What else?
Love thy neighbor.
Love thy neighbor, right?
Don't bear false witness against your neighbor.
Don't bear false witness. So if you look at our people today, right? Do we apply those commandments? We don't, right? That's why we are still in the condition we in. How you doing, bro? Hey, what's your name? Jack. Okay, so Jack. Right now we're going over how we are God's chosen people and why we are getting punished today. Finish that.
Which I command thee this day that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God said these curses, hey sis, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a thing. It could be
Is
good or bad.
it good or bad?
It could be both of them.
It could be both of them. What'd you say, bro? You say it's good or bad? Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? Curses are bad things, sis. Because if you like, say for instance, if I say that I'm cursed, right, that means I'm going through something, something that's not pleasant. And I'm gonna give you an example of that. First, give me go back to Deuteronomy 28. And give me verse 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God said, if we listen to him, right? Keep reading.
To observe, to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
Hey, brother Jack, come holler at me for a second. Let me see something. So God said that if we follow his commandments, he's gonna set us on high. What do you think that means?
No.
Read again for him.
Y'all come here for me.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above.
God said he's gonna set us on high, right? That means we're gonna be above something, right? We're gonna be the ones on top. Keep reading.
above all the nations of the earth.
So this is a blessing. God said if we follow his commandments, he's gonna put us on top. We're gonna be over the other nations. That's a blessing from God. But go back to Deuteronomy 15. And they finna put the canopy up, bro. We know it's hot out here. They finna put the canopy up for y'all. Go to 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So, Brother Jack, God said if we don't listen to what he's saying, something's gonna happen. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So, Brother Jack, what happens when we don't listen to God? Bad things gonna happen, right? I'm gonna show you a bad thing real quick. Go to verse 68, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Hey, y'all can step under the canopy. Y'all come under the canopy. Hey, y'all can step up. So God said that one of the curses, hey, Brother Jack, God said one of the curses is gonna be what? He gonna send us into Egypt again with what? With ship, right? So if you look at our history, how did we come over here to America? How did we come over to America, Brother Jack? By ships, right? That's a curse God said was gonna happen to the children of Israel if we didn't hearken to his commandments. Hey, bro, what's your name? What's his name? Gerald. All right, Brother Gerald, come up here for me. I want to show you something. So read again.
Verse 68. Yeah. And the Lord.
Hey, come on, Jack. Stay up here, Jack. I want to show. All right. Finish reading that.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, and by the way whereof I speak unto thee.
So, like how I was explaining to Brother Jack, right? I was showing him what our history in the Bible, how we came over here on cargo slave ship. That was all prophesied when we broke God's commandments. Right, right here, right? They showed this all in our faces. They show us imagery of us, how we was packaged up in these ships. The so-called white man, he had us as cargo. He was transporting us from all over. He took us from Africa. He brought us to North America. He brought us to South America. He brought us over to Mexico. He brought us to the islands. He even brought us up to Europe. He brought us over there to China. All these places he transported us to. Why? Because we broke God's commandments. He scattered us across the nations. Can you read?
And the Lord thy God, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I speak unto thee.
So the word Egypt has a meaning. Give me that real quick in Exodus 20. The word Egypt means what? It means to be like bondage or slavery, right? We have to prove that out of the Bible. So this is showing what? That our history is recorded. It's recorded in the Bible. Read.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of what? What bondage, right? Hey sis, what we doing right now, we showing our people history is in the Bible. Keep reading.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Go back to Deuteronomy 28. So, what I just showed you right now, bro, I showed you that way. We had the cargo slave ship. That's all recorded, right? Go to verse 32. Read verse 32. Because what happened when we came off those ships? What happened? Did they say, okay, I brought you to America. Y'all now free. Y'all can roam. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. What happened? They put us in the fields, right? They scattered us across America. Let's say, for instance, if you got dropped off in Mississippi, right? They ran through the Mississippi River. They dropped you off in Jackson, and then they transported you over to Texas. They might transport you over to New York. All these different places, right? Read verse 32.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Remember, this is a curse on the children of Israel. He said, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people. What race of people took our daughters and sons as captives? Based off our history, what race of people took our sons and daughters and put them on cotton fields, separated them from their parents, took them and put them in the tobacco fields, all these different places? What race of people did that?
Right out.
You can say it, bro. The white man did these things to us. The white man is the one that put us in those fields. The white man the one that separated our families. The white man right here, right, he got imagery. They show it on TV. They show these things, like, say, for instance, Black History Month. They put it all in our face. They say, yeah, we had y'all in slavery, and we could do it again. So God is showing us what our history is in the Bible. Right. This is why, like, say, for instance, right here, this white man right here, he got one of our sisters on the auction, selling our daughter and separating the mother from the daughter, right? Those are things that happen to our people, like how they do today. When they auction off cattle, all the white people are sitting in the stands watching and bidding on that cattle. Same thing they did to us. They put us on those auction blocks back then. We was the original livestock back then. Right. Keep reading.
And thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Because when they did those things, when they sold our daughters and sisters and brothers to another plantation across the states, did we have the power to get them back? Did we have the power to get them back? Well, why? Because we had to stay on. We had to stay with that slave master we was with, right? We couldn't just say, "Oh, I'm finna go see my daughter. I'm finna go see my son." No, we don't know what's happening to our children while we was in captivity. Keep reading.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
See, right there, God said we would have no might. We would have no power to redeem our children. When we lost them, we couldn't get them back. We couldn't do those things. They still doing it today. You know how they doing it today? They doing it through the what's that?
Child protection.
Yeah, child protection service, right? If they deem you as an unworthy parent, they can take your child from you. You might be doing everything right, but just because they seen something that you did one time, now they taking your child away from you. We have no power here. We have no power. We have no authority. We have no military power. That's what God is saying. He said, "You still in captivity." Go to verse 48. And I'm going to show you that we still in captivity. You think we still slaves?
Yeah.
Why you think that? Why you think we still slaves?
Ain't nothing changed.
Ain't nothing changed, right? We still work in the fields, even though it's a different environment. We still work in the slave fields, right? Read that.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shall thy serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So God said we gonna serve our enemies, right? So I mean, we working for them, right? We getting no wages, right? That's how we was back then. We was serving our enemies, read.
And hunger.
And hunger. So now when we want to get food, who we got to go to? You got to go to the white man, you got to go to the Arab, you got to go to the Chinese man, you got to go to all these other nations, but your own people. Keep reading.
Therefore shall thy serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
And thirst. So let's say, for instance, right, you pay your water bill, right? So what happens if you don't pay your bill that month? They're going to cut that mud off. You have no power over your water. You have no power on what you drink. Right. God is telling us, because we broke his commandments, because at first God was giving us all these things. He provided for us. He made sure we had everything we needed. But because we broke his commandments, now he said, okay, you don't want to listen to me. Now you got to listen to them. And they're going to be more harsher to you than I was to you. God said, because we didn't follow his commandments, now we got to serve them. Read.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. Because if you look at the clothing on your tags, right? Do it say it's made from black men? Where do your clothes come from? China. Where else? India. Maybe some other foreign country that's not produced by your own people. God said we got to serve them for those things now. Kiri.
And in want of all things.
So if you want, let's say for instance, you got a car. Who did you get your car from?
White man.
The white man, right? What about your education? Cause they didn't teach us this in school. They didn't teach us these things. They showed us what George Washington, all these other nations and stuff like that. They showed their history, but they never taught us our true history. They said your history started on the plantation field. Your history began working in them cotton fields. They ain't tell you was royalty. They ain't tell you was kings. They ain't tell you that you was a special people unto God. They said, nah, you a slave. Keep reading.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So the Bible explains itself. It said he is talking about what? The so-called white man, these other nations. They said they will put a yoke of iron on your neck. You know what a yoke of iron is? A yoke of iron is this right here. These are yokes of iron. The purpose of these was to prevent the slave from running. If you try to run through the woods and stuff like that, Your neck will get caught up by the branches of the trees, by the bushes, and stuff like that. This will prevent you from escaping. God said you're going to have yokes of iron upon your neck because you don't want to serve me. Is there more on that?
No, sir.
Keep reading down.
I got to go now here.
Verse 49.
I got one thing for you, bro. I got one more thing for you. I want to show you something. All right, so we've been talking about commandments, right? I want to give you a commandment. Go to Leviticus chapter 19 real quick. Go to Leviticus 19. I want to show you something real quick. You got it, what I want? About the beard.
Yeah. 21 back. Yo, come on, I got you. This is the book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard.
So this is a commandment from God, right? As men, we not supposed to be cutting, we not supposed to be shaving our beard. You shave your beard? All right, so in order for you to apply God's commandments, that's the simple thing, right? You can just let it grow, let it grow. You can trim it up, make it look nice, but don't cut into it. Because why? The purpose of the beard is to what? It's a sign of manliness, right? Because when we was in slavery, what they had us do, they had us shave. They called us boys because they had us dressed and appearing as children.
Right.
We trying to come back to God's command. We trying to understand who we are and live as men.
Right.
So God commanded us to have beards, to grow our beard out, not to shave it, not to trim it.
Right.
Because when you trim it, what happens? It gets what? It gets itchy. Because it's something it's unnatural. It's an unnatural thing.
Right.
Go to Leviticus 11 real quick. I'm going to show you something else too, because a lot of our people struggle with these things and we don't know that we're breaking God's commandments. And I just want to make sure you understand that before you leave, that you understand God's commandments. Leviticus 11 and 7.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7.
Brando.
And the swine, though he divided the hoof.
So let me ask you, what is the swine? What is the swine? Okay, I'll give you an example. Pigs, hogs, all those things right there, those classification of animal, that is the swine, right?
Right.
Let's see what God said about the pig.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
The chewing of the cud is like a digestive process, right? So like say for instance, cows, goats, sheep, they chew cud. They chew the grass, they regurgitate it, and then they reprocess it again. It said the pig does not do those things.
He is unclean to you.
He said the pig is unclean, right? What does it mean to be unclean? You want to take a guess? Just take a guess. Ain't no wrong answers. Just take a guess real quick for me. Okay, so for example, being unclean, right, is unfit for you. Like say for instance, you got a gasoline car, right? You gonna put diesel in your gasoline car? That diesel is unclean to your car.
Right.
It's gonna damage your car. Same thing like that, like with the swine. It said, God said, the swine is unclean to you. It's gonna damage your body.
Right.
Cause like what a lot of our people have when we eat pork. We have high blood pressure. What else? We got diabetes, gout. These are things damaging your body because God said we're not supposed to eat those things. Those things are like it's toxic to you.
Right.
Keep reading.
Right.
Yes, sir. Verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Because God's laws is meant to heal us, right? It's not supposed to damage us or destroy us. Because in the Christian church, it said what? They said, what do the Christian church say about food? You can eat whatever you want as long as you pray over it. As long as you do, I got you. As long as you pray over it, it's all good in God, right? According to the Bible, though, God never ordained that. That's something that the Christian church made up,
Right,
so they
right.
can keep you in sin.
Right.
Because remember, like how we read in Deuteronomy 48, it said we will get anything we need, we'll get it from our oppressors, right? The Christian church was ran by who? The white man, right? When we was in slavery, we had to go through them to get a connection to God. But now God's sending his prophets back out to teach you, to show you his true way, the way that we supposed to be walking. Supposed to be walking in God's commandments.
That's
And that's a
right.
commandment right there. He said, don't eat the pork. Do you eat pork? Sometimes. You got to let that go, bro. I know it could be a stronghold to some people, but you got to let it go. It's going to help you. It's going to help you, make you feel better. It's going to help you to have more energy. It's going to help you. It's going to prevent you from paying that doctor bill. Because all the white men want to do is make money off of you.
Right.
They're going to give you things to send you to the hospital to make sure that you can pay them bills and make sure that you stand at the bottom. Keep reading.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat out of These of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So this is talking about the fishes now, right? All right, so it said anything with fins and scales, those fishes are clean for us to eat.
Right.
Okay, can you tell me some fishes that got fins and scales?
Fish that got skin and scale.
Yes, sir.
The catfish on.
Nah, catfish don't got no scales.
What about brim?
Yeah, brim.
Brim.
You got salmon.
Yeah.
You got tilapia, whiting.
Yeah.
Those fishes are clean for us to eat. But like how you said, catfish, right? A lot of our people love catfish. We go to catfish fries. We go to every time we having a holiday, we'll be eating catfish or pork, right? God said those animals ain't good for us. Keep reading.
Yes, sir. And of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
Read again.
Yes, sir. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So it say everything that doesn't have that first criteria of the fins and scales, those are abominations. Like catfish, right? Catfish has skin, not scales, because you have to peel it, right? Same thing with shrimps, crabs, lobster. All these things, they don't fit the clean category. They fall into the unclean. Because what is the purpose of the catfish?
The purpose of the catfish?
Yeah, what is the purpose of the catfish? What does the catfish do in the water? What is it supposed to be doing?
They clean all the
They clean all the dead stuff. They eating all the fish boo-boo, all this stuff right there, right? Ain't it the saying, you are what you eat? So if you eating crap, you're gonna be crap, right? You're gonna feel crappy. All these things right here that's affecting your body, right? So God told us, no, don't eat that. And the reason why we can't eat that stuff is because we are royalty. Do you see a king eating slave food? A king don't eat slave food. They eat the prime. They going from they getting the top dollar stuff, right?
Right.
That's what God telling us to do. Like say for instance, don't eat the pork. Eat some lamb. Get you some beef. All these things right there. Those we have food that we can eat. You can eat salmon. You can eat brim. You can eat bass. All these clean fishes we can eat. Cause a lot of our people we do crawfish boils. We go get catfish. We eating all these abominable things, and it's damaging. Like I told you, like I explained to you about how the diesel and stuff work. You just killing yourself slowly.
Right.
You got some? What you got? Yeah, you read that.
Yes, sir. This book of 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people.
So God said we are a royal people. We are a chosen nation of people because God didn't choose everybody. He's not dealing with everybody. He's only dealing with the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans because we are the children of Israel. Remember, we are God's chosen people.
Right.
And a lot of people don't understand that we are God. We are the children of Israel. When you look at this sign, which one of these over here do you classify yourself as? You classify yourself as an American black. So you be from the tribe of Judah, right? That's a royalty name. That's a name that's in the Bible, right? Because they try to they try to hide everything from us. Remember, they the ones that tried to teach us the Bible, but they only taught us slave stuff. They didn't teach us that we was royalty. They didn't teach us that we was God chosen people. They didn't teach us that we was the Israelite. So what are you? You're what? What are you? What race do you come from? So,
American black.
You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Say that with me real quick.
Israelite tribe of Judah.
Israelite tribe of Judah. Say it again.
Israelite tribe of Judah.
So what are you?
That's right.
Israelite tribe of Judah.
So you're an Israelite of tribe of Judah. So if somebody asks you what is your race or your nationality, tell them that you are Israelite from the tribe of Judah. And you are royal. You are royal people. We are royal people. Keep reading.
That ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
See, right now, God calling you out of darkness. The darkness is us having lack of understanding.
Right.
We don't understand that we are God's chosen people. We don't understand that we are royalty. God said he's calling us now. He's calling you right now. He's telling you, because we out here telling you God's laws. We bringing you into, like, give me the light real quick in Proverbs. We are showing you the light. We are showing you God's commandments. Right. Because a lot of our people, we are lost. We are lost people. We don't understand who we are. We don't know where we're going. We don't know where we're from. We don't know nothing about ourselves because we was never taught these things. Read that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp.
For the commandment is what? A lamp, right? What's the purpose of a lamp? When you turn it on, what it do?
Oh, you talking about the purpose of the lamp? Yeah, turn on, see the light.
It's a light, right? So he said, the commandments is a lamp, right? It's a purpose is to light you up. Can you read or light up a space, right?
And the law is light, and reproof of instructions are the way of life.
So the law is light, right? So by us keeping God's laws and commandments, right, we're putting that light on us, right?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word